Good day, ladies. I am so happy to be able to be here with you again this week. And if you've seen my video last week, you know that I was sharing a little bit about the Wellness 5 and how we can maybe get our New Year's and January maybe started off right. And so the Wellness 5 that I was talking about last week was water, sleep, self-care, nutrition, and movement. So each week I would like to maybe touch on each of those a little bit more in depth. And I am called today to talk about sleep. Sleep has been something that, of course, has been so vital to my health and the health of everyone, really. It's so important. And it can really dictate how our day goes or even our week. If we can have, I know when myself, if I have a poor night's sleep, it really affects my morning, it affects my afternoon, and then it even affects the day, the next evening, and perhaps even the next sleep. So it's just this, cycle or roller coaster that can really set the day in a certain direction, whether that's good or bad. So sleep deprivation can definitely lead to a multitude of health issues and such things as like food cravings. If you're noticing yourself having some food cravings, you don't necessarily think that it has anything to do with sleep, but it certainly can. And so it's our body's way, food cravings are our body's way of telling us that it needs something. And so just to really recognize and learn what those cravings really are trying to tell us, because it's not necessarily that we need more sugar, right? So other things that accelerate our stress hormone. And so that can really impact our weight, our blood pressure, and a whole multitude of different, or even our immune system. So all of these things can really come back to a big part of our sleep. So how do we learning how to sleep is not necessarily just a luxury and something that we just know how to do. So sometimes we really have to train ourselves and really maybe release some of the old habits or bad habits that we have, and try to incorporate some new habits, and so we can ensure ourselves a good night's sleep. So what are some of those things? Well, to ensure that we have a good night's sleep, I would suggest, of course, just looking at our schedule and trying to get to bed and wake up at the same time. And I know that, of course, on the weekends, sometimes it's like, well, I need to catch up on my sleep, but sometimes that might be even detrimental to our overall sleep rhythm. So to try and get to bed at the same time every night and try to wake up around the same time. So just working towards that, depending what your schedule is, just making small movements towards that goal. Another thing is to ensure that your bedroom is inviting to sleep. Sometimes we have all of these things, like we work in bed, we read in bed, we watch TV in bed. I know I've been guilty of all of those things, but to just create that ambiance that is relaxing, and where we can just let go of the day and really wind down for the evening, and then have a good night's sleep. But if you notice that sometimes, the worry gets a little bit too much, then I would also suggest one of the other things is to maybe journal that all out. Take a few minutes, whatever that is, and just like pour out what is bothering you on a piece of paper. So then perhaps it's not, turning in your head and keeping you awake at night or waking you up in the night. And so just to let that out onto a piece of paper can be a huge stress release. And then that it's something that I'm not going to forget because I've written it down. And so then you'll remember it in the morning if it's something that's important for you to remember to maybe do on the next day or whatever. So take a few extra minutes, and it doesn't have to be long, like 2 minutes. Start with something small, 2 minutes, to journal out what's been on your mind and maybe what's bothering you. And hopefully that is a good start to incorporating and ensuring a good night's sleep. So like I said last week, if you would like some help implementing any of the Wellness 5 that I'm talking about, like today, of course, I'm talking about sleep, and if some of this stuff is resonating with you, reach out and I would be happy to assist you with maybe creating that bedtime routine for you. And also, I will put in the comments below, I have a freebie that is, I think it's called seven something about 7 tips for a better night's sleep, and I will share that with you, or you can leave me a comment and I can email that to you. So just message me. I am here to support you in any way that I can. So I love you, and I hope you have a great day and a good night's sleep.